This morning I got an email with an attachment that is clearly an attempt to make me open something that I shouldn't, and therefore probably steal some credentials of some variety or another. And since it didn't pop up on Google as spam or otherwise publishing attack, I figured let's give it a go and see what we can actually find. So apart from having a very unusual title and coming from someone I clearly don't know, let's see what it actually does. So I'm going to download the file. I'm going to go ahead to my trusty notepad editor and open it up and see what is actually contained code-wise within it. So what I see initially is just a single line of HTML code, which is kind of a long line, but let's split it here so that we can get it onto the screen. And at the end of it we have an on-error document, which is kind of a known exploit at this point, but this generates a URL to open. Now, we can't see what it is because it's in base64 encoding, so let's go ahead and just find out by translating. So there's a trusty base64 encoder, and we decode it, and lo and behold, here's a URL. Now, since again, I don't really trust this to be run on my main machine where I have all my personal accounts and data, I don't want to accidentally find out that, they've encrypted my files. Let's go ahead and move it onto my VM, so that if there is an attempt to steal credentials, files, or otherwise encrypt my data, they won't get anything because it's just a VM. So let's go ahead and open up that URL. Now this is where I found out how would-be attacker we have here, because first of all, I wasn't aware that I was mining any crypto with a site that I've never visited, and we have a slightly questionable clock here because I have 12 minutes or 12 hours and 3 minutes to log and retrieve. I think they're missing a zero somewhere here. I'm assuming 12 hours 30 minutes. And if we refresh, we can see that the clock basically just continues on from where it left off. If I go ahead and actually opened it fresh in a browser completely, it would start with the 12 hours 30 minutes, etc., all from the beginning. So it's kind of obvious that there's something a little bit dodgy about the site to start with. I've also checked the domain name and it's registered in Russia. Doesn't mean that the initial attacker is from Russia, just means that the website happened to be registered there domain-wise. So upon trying to log in to get my rich crypto, it says that I need to enter a new password, which apparently I can simply put all zeros and that will be fine. But again, since we have such a successful crypto mining operation, I figured I'd try to buy some more. Only, wait, I can't buy more mining operation. Seems like an unusual scenario. So I must withdraw first. Okay, well, let's withdraw the money. I mean, at this point, that's going to be about 30,000 odd euro, so I don't mind getting a free 30,000 euro. And there we go, we have an animation and a couple of lines. It's then asking me for my Bitcoin wallet. Okay, we'll just randomly generate one from a free tool online. And okay, waiting for again a little bit of animation. You also might notice the animations at the bottom left there, which continues to say that I'm receiving mining, but the number at the top of the screen doesn't actually change. Maybe more attention to detail in your scams in future, guys. But anyway, so finally we get to the point where it's asking me I need to pay for the withdrawal. Now this is obviously a problem here because no crypto mining operation asks you to pay for the withdrawal. They take it out of the outstanding balance, therefore you're forced to leave some behind for them as the withdrawal fee. They don't actually get money from you this way. But let's see how much our would-be attacker is trying to get from me. So we'll pop over to Google, we'll put in our amount of Bitcoin, and we'll see that he's trying to scam me for about 100 euro. Now it's quite clear to me that I'm not going to pay him, but I figured that since it made it past Google's checks this morning, it was worth mentioning and for you all to be aware of. Hopefully you will not fall for this.